Yo, good morning, everybody. We're out here, um, taking my son on this morning walk, but I had something that I want to talk about, which is I've gotten to this place where I'm basically able to move a lot faster than before, and I'm talking in terms of productivity. And I wrote an article on this a few days ago that the biggest block to productivity is really your emotions. So if most of the time the reason we don't put out or we don't just do it, quote unquote, is because we have an emotional issue going on, most likely fear, or maybe there's insecurity, or maybe there's anxiety, overwhelm, etc. So there's a distance between action and execution, or idea and execution, and that distance is created by emotions. Obviously, there's also the step-by-steps, actionable steps that need to be done, but those aren't really that complicated. I mean, if you think about it, um, how long does it take for you to pick up a camera and shoot a video, right? But so many people don't do it because there's an emotional attachment to it, feeling overwhelmed, feeling afraid of being judged, etc. So many fears. So I realized that this is where inner work comes in. I've been meditating every day, been journaling, and also studying, of course, learning about mostly esotericism, but also, you can learn about inner work, right? Studying self-reflection, etc. So, um, today I got up and I had the inspiration to go and learn to code. And I know that that's a really good sign because I really have no resistance to that. And I think even the word resistance is also something that has been used in other productivity, uh, especially when it comes to creativity. Resistance is a big thing. And I believe that emotions are resistance. Um, but if I had woken up and I had gotten that inspiration, I know I could easily see like so many other emotions coming in and being like, bro, but you're already working on, you just got this new job, you gotta make sure that you're studying, you're already learning to animate, you haven't even started that too much, and you gotta post this video, like, now you're trying to animate, now you're trying to learn code, what are you doing? And in my head, when that came up, actually none of that happened. I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just go pick up that book that I bought on coding, and I'll read it and study it, and that's it. So I think it's a beautiful thing to experience because I don't have any pressure either way, and also, I mean, there's also me reflecting on my ability to create videos, because now I'm getting back into my channel Lucid Living, and I'm writing my concepts, I'm getting my ideas down, um I'm creating my scripts basically, and I'm thinking about how I can integrate animation into my work. And so I see also why it would take me so long to record a video. Like, there's this pressure of, oh shit, is this right? Am I doing it right? Is it gonna come out the way I want it? I get it, and at the end of the day I realized that it doesn't matter. And I have so much less, now that I have less resistance, I almost have a perspective shift where I'm like, well, it's just a video, and you just want to get more out there, and you are going to get better on daily. And also, it's just a matter of how long does it take you to actually shoot the video. It just takes you 10 minutes, right? So then why are you taking 2 weeks to record it? And it's, again, it goes back to the emotional work. So I am working on it, but these guys were just staring at me with with my tripod on, whatever. No, well, the thing is, the video is being made, and yesterday I already started to shoot it, but now I'm adding this thing onto where I'm trying to use a teleprompter now. So, yeah, and then I realized, like, you know what, bro, you could have just shot the video like in the past 2 hours. I was writing, and then I was working on my website, and I just was doing all these other things that were getting in the way of it. In reality, like, if I want the video to be perfect, I just what I would do is I would finish. I think I still need to fix up the script, and then I'll put it in the teleprompter so that I could read it while I'm recording, and that's it. That can be done within like 30 to 40 minutes today, even maybe less. But yeah, I mean, it's a process, and I get it. But I think I want to say something very important, which is, now that I've achieved this state of having so much less resistance, and you know, I just go back to the importance of inner work. If you're not doing the inner work, you're gonna be struggling a lot overall in life. And here's a very applicable reason to do so. You know, you want to make the money and etc. But what if really that attachment to the money is what your issue is, and it's causing all of this suffering? So what if you became like a productivity sage, right? A lucid productivity guy. You became more lucid, you became more aware of what is in the way of your productivity. So instead of working against it, pushing against it, you create momentum, and you can push yourself to you can go with the flow. So like for today, I'm gonna learn to code, and how many people does it take? Like, you know, how long does it take for people to learn to code, right? To pick up the book and actually start doing it. So that's a feat within itself. And yeah, I just want to share that. And make the point that we can really be automatic. You know, imagine a life where you just did what you were supposed to do. Where you just followed your intuition, and you didn't ever doubt yourself, and you just acted. And what I've seen is that's basically where I'm at. You know, like, if I have to take care of my son, I'll take care of him. There's no doubts about it. If I have to write a book, I'll write a book. If that's just what makes the most logical sense, then I'll do it. And so all these big things that we attribute to these kinds of works, they really become just very simplified, and not that they become less meaningful. It's just that I'm not so concerned about the outcome, and so that makes me just remove a lot of the emotional work with it. You know, I'm not resisting it. So I mean, you know, like, I'm working on 2 books right now. I'm learning to code. I got my first employee, and so I'm creating systems for my business, and it's just a matter of fact. You know, it's all this crazy thing going on, you know. I think the reason I'm not getting overwhelmed is just because I can take these things, and it's almost like my processing system has been elevated. So, you know, everything's information, and this is another concept, and maybe for another video, but the way I see it is that everything is information. Everything is just data. So your impulses, your intuition, your emotions, all of that is data. And if you can process things the right way, you know, if you can level up your mind, your brain, if you can evolve, you basically get way better at processing information, and so you can withstand much more workload. So I mean, I think about a computer. Like, the better the CPU, the better the GPU, the more memory it has, the better it works, the more it can withstand. It can withstand higher programs. And I think about the programs as models within themselves. So like when I talk about life models, I think about the programs that I can use. So like for example, I can I can use After Effects with my computer very easily, very well, and that allows me to create some crazy animations and really level up my videos, take them to the next level. If I wasn't learning After Effects, it'd still be good, nothing to take away from it, but the potential wouldn't be there, right? It'd be limited. So it's the same thing with life models, like if my processing system can run the life model of a business, then, like bro, like that's insane, right? Or if my processing system can run the model of a marriage, there we go. Like we're really making shit happen. I got a baby. I'm multiplying myself. I'm creating a legacy. I'm leaving an impact on this earth. Versus people who just are afraid of having a kid. They're not their processing system probably isn't capable enough of of uh, of getting there. So it just takes some work. It takes the inner work, and so it goes back to that. So I might be talking about productivity. I might be talking about all these insights, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm really putting you back to inner work. Making the unconscious conscious, and so that's why this is so important. To me now, it stretches out into everything, to productivity, to relationships, to business. I love it. So I'm very happy to share these insights, and I hope that was helpful for you. All right, we'll see you in the next one. We'll hang out with my little boy. Say bye, baby. Bye. 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 Say stay lucid. Peace.